How y'all doing? This Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man, all being the Snuff, so Extra TV 91. This time I'm doing Black Lightning reviews, and I'm going to start reviewing Black Lightning, and this is Season 1, Episode 1. What Black Lightning is about is a DC comic superhero, and he's retired. He's been retired for about 9 years. And he hasn't used his powers in them 9 years. He's a principal at a high school, and one of his daughters goes to this high school, and another daughter teaches at this high school. So they're going to a banquet or whatever, and while they're going to this banquet, they have to pick up his older daughter from jail because she was protesting the 100 gang. What the 100 gang is a gang in this city, and they're terrorizing the city, and the citizens were rioting against the 100 gang, and he got into this big altercation. And Black Lightning has to bail his daughter out of jail. Well, he bails her out of jail, and then they're heading to this banquet, and then they get pulled over because the cop is trying to see if Black Lightning's the guy who robbed this gas station or whatever, and the owner says it wasn't him, and then Black Lightning gets mad and starts using his powers and blows all the electricity around him. And then he goes to this banquet. And at this banquet, his youngest daughter is going to this party, and she tells her sister it's still a small house party, but she doesn't tell her sister that it's a party at Club 100. What Club 100 is the club where the 100 gang hangs out. So she goes to this club, and she's at this party, and she meets this guy, and then she gets dragged into this guy's beef with the head of the 100 club gang, and they're trying to pimp her out or whatever, and Black Lightning comes to save his daughter and attacks the club, and then attacks the cops who try to tase him while he's leaving the club. So after this, the Black Lightning is contemplating on returning as Black Lightning, and his real name's Jefferson, and he goes to the guy who's made his costume since he was little, and the guy who's practically his father, and he tells him that you need to become Black Lightning again because the city's gone to heck and it needs Black Lightning again. So what makes Jefferson become Black Lightning again is his two daughters get kidnapped from the school from the 100 gang. He goes after them at the motel where the 100 gang runs, and he attacks the one that kidnapped his daughters, and he gets his daughters out of there, and they talk to the police. And the head of the 100 gang, Lala, is mad, and we'll find out what happens with that. And the big bad of the season, Tobias, is a guy who supposedly killed Black Lightning in his past, and he is over all of this, and he tells Lala to handle his beef with Black Lightning before Tobias has to come in and stop it. And that's all that really happened on this week's episode, besides one of the girls getting their powers, and I can't remember which one she is, because in the comics, Black Lightning has two daughters, just like in the show. One of them's Thunder and one of them's Lightning. I just don't know which one this is. My question for y'all is, which daughter is the one that got her powers, Thunder or Lightning? As always, Preacher Man, I'll be signing out. That was the exhaustions in the episode of Extra TV 91. So, I'll be